Hi family, This is Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy. And I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the art of internal detoxification through the use of colon hydrotherapy herbs and natural living. And this conversation is all about colon therapy, your digestive health and wellness, your colon and the reasons why you are constipated, and what that may mean, some things that you want to possibly take a look at in your life, and some simple things that you can do, like tuning forks, to help you open up those pathways so that you're no longer feeling congested and boggled down and just tight and restricted and bloated. So, what I would like to start off with is saying that everything that has a pulse has an energy, frequency, and vibration that it emits into the atmosphere, right? So everything is vibrating at a certain resonance, if you will. Earth has a certain heartbeat. You have a certain heartbeat. Babies have a certain heartbeat. Flowers have a certain heartbeat. Illness vibrates at a certain resonance. So does health. So does wealth. So does sadness. So does fear. Which leads me to my next point, is that when we're looking at illness and feeling well, you have to look at, or you can't help but to register the frequency of how that feels in the body. Like illness, when you are sick, everything just feels like shit. Like you don't want to move, you don't want to have on any clothes, or you may be really cold to the point where you can't even get warm. Like everything's just off. But when you are feeling well, that vibration that you have of feeling well, it could penetrate through steel. Literally, it can penetrate through steel. For example, roses are the highest vibration in the plant kingdom, hence the reason why it's so expensive. And roses are the highest visual representation of love on the planet, outside of an orgasm, intimacy, or creating a child, right? So when we talk about energy, frequency, and vibration, things start to get really, really, really interesting. And then you start unplugging from things. You know where I'm going with this. You start unplugging from things that are zapping your resonance, that are decreasing that frequency. When you understand energy, frequency, and vibration, and you think and operate in that triangle, that pyramid, that triad, you start living very, very, very differently. You do not plug into certain people. You don't let people know where you're going. You use social media very differently. You start cleansing more on a regular basis. You start using tuning forks. You start eating certain foods that have a very high vibration. You stop fucking with people that are very, very low. Like you just start shifting. Like everything about you just starts to shift when you start studying yourself, self-mastery, and you start understanding how energy, frequency, and vibration can shift something as simple as if you go to the bathroom or not. How about those apples? So one thing that most people, I want to say 85% of the population, are only concerned with is consumption, 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 consumption. But we rarely talk about the second aspect of consumption, which is elimination. And that's what I talk about, right? So if you are consuming something, you have to let go of something. That's true when you are taking in consumption from anything. Doesn't matter if you are receiving a gift, you're receiving love, you're receiving a pay raise. As you receive and consume, say that 5,000 times. When you consume and receive, you're also giving, because you have to make room for what you are consuming, right? So the same thing happens with your digestion. The more you eat, the more you should be releasing. But most people don't release what they have been consuming. Hence the reason why things start stacking up and they get very constipated. Now, one of the reasons why people are constipated, the number one telltale reason why people are constipated, is dehydration. Everybody and their mama tell me, oh, I drink water, I drink plenty of water, I guzzle it out, and I stop them and I go, wait, what? How do you drink your water? You guzzle it. That's why you constipated. Because digestion starts in your mouth first. It does not start after you guzzle the water and the water has already traveled down to the said organs. You have to stimulate and communicate information to your organs. Hence the reason why we have a palate. We're supposed to taste everything and not swallow. Does that make sense? But in order for you to taste and allow the water to sit on your tongue and actually chew your water versus swallowing it, that requires you to slow down. Oh my God, slow down, Mo. What the freak? You want me to slow down? You know I can't slow down. I got things to do. I got people to do and all that good stuff. And yes, I did say people to do because I had a client yesterday that said that. And I corrected her. She's like, no, I said what I said. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm listening. Let me be quiet, right? Let me not correct you because you know what you're talking about. But yes, everybody and mama say that they drink water and everything, which is good. I'm not saying you don't drink water. I'm just simply saying the method in which you are doing it is not helping you to not be constipated. So sip on your water like you're sipping on wine. Chew on your water like you're eating something. And do that for about 3 to 4 days, for like 72 hours, and just see how you feel with that. Okay? That's the first thing. The second tip that I want to give you is that most of the time when people are constipated, it's because there is some fear somewhere. Okay, there's some emotional stagnation going on, and it could be fear of losing your job. It could be fear of not being able to pay your rent. It could be fear of finally needing to have this conversation with your partner or your mother or your children or your boss, or having a conversation with yourself that you are not ready to have. Let me just tell you, emotions will lock a body up. It will lock your heart up and make you feel like you are having a heart attack. The same thing can happen to your colon when you're having some fear about some stuff. Literally, it will lock you down and you cannot release and go to the restroom. So when I have clients who come in that do that, or are in that space, not do that, they don't do it on purpose, but that are experiencing that type of issue, I like to rearrange their energetic frequency, energy, and vibration with tuning forks. And so I have a couple of tuning forks that I use. This one is set at 136.10 hertz. This is the frequency of Om, and I'm going to have you hear it. Isn't she beautiful? So I use these tuning forks around your crown of your head, by your ears. I do a little bit of head work here with the tuning forks. Not like this though, it's literally like this, just to let you know, because some people be like, you're using your tuning forks wrong. I know how to use tuning forks. So you place the tuning fork like that. You do not place it like that. Let me just clarify for those who want to be smart asses. I'm calling you out. And I use them all the way down the middle of your body because I want to merge the left to the right and the right to the left. And then I also, for women, I use my Acutonics Feminine Energy New Moon tuning fork, and she's so beautiful and lovely. Listen. Isn't she beautiful? So I'll use her. I follow up with that. And then for those that are going through like really intense situations, I bring out my big boy. Oh, my crystal tuning fork that's set at 436 hertz. Yeah. So I did bring it. So I'm going to activate her and let you know how she sounds. Isn't she beautiful? You can just sit her right on your heart or in the middle of your chest. Wow. Yeah. So with that being said, my name is Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy, and I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the art of internal detoxification through the use of colon hydrotherapy herbs and natural living. My private office is located in Torrance, California. My website is Moya, MOYA, bodycare.com. My phone number is 562-682-0818. Until then, be blessed. Mwah.